thought it was a good gimmick. He was a pretty scary-looking guy, formidable-looking guy. He was a pretty big guy. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He looked like a badass dude from a prison or a chain gang or something. You know, I think gimmick-wise, it was a good gimmick, and it had a good look and a good idea. And Nailz was a great name. Yeah. I'm guessing that probably a lot of better workers could have turned that gimmick into a better gimmick, like into a. It was a good gimmick.
How was he behind the scenes? Everyone get along with Kevin?
I think so. Everyone got. He was kind of quiet and did his own thing, and he had a reputation for being a pretty tough guy, and so nobody really messed with him. And you know, he was more just like a fixture in the dressing room. Like, you know, you just walk past him. No, I don't remember other than saying hi to him. He was always kind of minding his own business, and was one of the Minneapolis guys, which all the Minneapolis guys were good guys. They're all kind of, there was a tight bond between all of them. They're all from like the same neighborhood in Robbinsdale or whatever. So he was in with all the Minneapolis guys, and from what I could tell, he got on with pretty well with everybody, but nobody messed with him. He definitely had a strong reputation for being a guy not to mess with him.
That'll come up in a little bit, as you know.
I was right there. I might have been one of the best witnesses to the whole thing.
Okay, good. So, go ahead.
I was right outside the door. I didn't see it happen, but I could hear all of it. And he was shrieking. That's the one thing I remember, was that Nailz was shrieking in a high-pitched, a really high-pitched, shrill shriek of anger. Clearly a guy on the other side of the door was losing it, and losing it badly. But I had no idea.
But saying what?
That he'd been lied to, and he had enough of the bullshit and the lies and whatever it was. This was, like I say, it was very high, shrieking like almost like an hysterical woman. And then you heard a big bang, and then kind of a gurgling sound. And I can remember thinking, you know, shit, like, what do you do? You know, because Vince had a lot of heat with lots of guys over a long period of time. Everyone had questions, you know, and I think sometimes it's like, you know, it's hard to make every wrestler happy or make all their dreams come true, because they always, you know, if all of them had the chance, they'd all be champion kind of thing. You got to make a lot of promises that you can't fulfill, I think, and that's just part of the job. I don't know that it's necessarily being lied to. It's just sort of being vague and, you know, kind of see how it goes all the time. And it builds, and wrestlers start to get paranoid, and then, of course, they do lie to you about stuff, lots of stuff. And he went off, and I just remember Lanza grabbed, I sensed, I think I was just getting ready to open the door, and then I went, I'm gonna come back in a few minutes. And then Lanza, I think it was Jack Lanza, either was the first guy in, or I remember him like yelling and waving me in to come help, you know, pull Nailz off. And Slaughter might have been there and a few other agents, but by the time I kind of got to the door, he was already sort of being hauled off. And he backed right up, let go, and walked out and phoned the police and said that Vince tried to molest him or something.
Yes. And
then they did. The police showed up, and there was a big, you know, and they charged him, I think, and Nailz went home. And it was very unsettling. Vince was, I believe, choked really hard. I think it wasn't just like a, you know, like this kind of thing. It was like he was going for it. Yeah. Yeah. I think if they hadn't come in the room, who knows what would happen.